The Pennsylvania State University, one of the top 50 best academic universities in the world, as rated by the Center for World-Class Universities in Shanghai. Known for its time-honored traditions in both academic and athletic excellence, and home of the Nittany Lions. Recently ranked by the Daily Beast as the second safest university in the Big Ten. But recently, we Nittany Lions have been reading some troubling headlines. Sexual assault reported on west side of campus. Sexual assault remains a problem on campus. 4 sexual assaults reported since Friday. Penn State, time to wake up on the issue of sexual assault. So we wanted to find out, do students at University Park know about these heinous crimes? So we asked, have you heard about assaults on campus?
Here. It is.
Yeah, I heard about one like the other day.
I haven't heard about one.
I've not.
We then asked, do you think these assaults impact you?
Not really.
I mean, if it would have happened to someone we know, yes. But
as a guy,
I guess it affects us personally because, like, I don't know if it's a guy doing it, you know what I mean? It kind of makes us feel bad. Or,
I don't feel dangerous, but that's because like I'm a guy, but it's still serious.
Okay. I don't really feel like it affects us as like males because like we're not really like threatened to be raped or like sexually assaulted.
It hasn't yet. I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I think it's a problem that should be handled, but personally it hasn't affected me.
Yes, because instead of walking home at night, I run. so a little bit.
Next, we ask students, what steps do you take personally to stay safe?
make sure people get safe from like parties and stuff. Like make sure they're not going home by themselves and stuff. Like anywhere, nighttime, daytime, just make sure. Or like make sure when they get home they text you or something when they get home or something.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I just try to stay in groups, like in parties and stuff.
I stay safe by texting you or walking home with people, friends that I know, and running.
I actually walk around with him because he's intimidating. So hopefully no one will scare us.
Buddy system.
Come on, yeah. Definitely go out with other people and everything. So.
Next, we posed a more philosophical question. Is it the responsibility of the individual to stay safe? Or is it the university's responsibility to keep the individual students safe?
I think it's more like us as a group, like everybody, we need to, I don't know, kind of like look out for each other, you see something going on, you can help somebody, like, I don't know, it's so much like the university's responsibility because I think these things are going to happen. So I think as a university, like, students, we need to stick together.
Yeah, one team, one family, it's the university's responsibility, individual's responsibility.
While student opinions guided our search for answers, research brought to light the unsettling truth. Statistics released by the University Police Department as recently as December 10th show that 17 sexual assaults have been reported to university authorities since the beginning of the fall 2012 semester. Historically, sexual assault at Penn State is reported between 65 and 112 times a year, with a yearly average over the past decade of 91 cases of sexual assault reported per year. There is no doubt that Penn State has a problem concerning sexual assault, but perhaps what is more frightening is that the problem here at University Park pales in comparison to the national average. In a study conducted by the Bureau of Justice in 2009, it was determined that 35.3 of every 1,000 women on college campuses across the U.S. will be sexually assaulted before the completion of their 4th semester. Consider that number, 35.3 out of every 1,000, compared to the number at Penn State, 5.04 out of every 1,000. Also, according to the Bureau, nearly 80% of all victims of college sexual assault were previously acquainted with their attacker. while nearly 78% of similar cases involve the mass consumption of alcohol or some kind of substance abuse. But perhaps most frightening of all is that nearly 50% of all sexual assaults are never reported on college campuses. While the causes of each assault are as different as each victim, we know that the following creates the perfect storm for an attack. Dr. Sweeney, clinical psychologist in Huntington Beach, California, specializing in trauma and assault, would tell us that when you drink too much too quickly, one can black out, losing all consciousness, and be left with nothing but procedural memory, rendering one incapable of forming memory, and thus intention. He also notes that it is a good idea to test the memory of someone suspected to be blacked out, by asking that someone who, let's say, recently went to the bathroom if they remember doing so. If they respond no, then they are indeed blacked out and unconscious. This is an approach that Penn State also urges its students to take when determining the consciousness of a fellow partygoer or patron, in order to prevent sexual assault or other harm. Penn State has taken a very proactive approach as a university in righting the wrongs of college culture and providing avenues of help for those students in danger and those students eventually affected. Penn State offers training programs in self-defense and 24/7 walkback service, as well as post-care for both male and female victims of assault. While the exact causes of sexual assault and the most preferred methods of prevention may remain controversial, one thing can be agreed upon: sexual assault is everyone's problem. Not only for those of us here at University Park, but in this nation and around the world. Let us not be ignorant to the cries of its victims.